This episode of Prem Brulee is sponsored by The Vintage Wave, an online boutique sports apparel store with throwbacks and unique one-of-a-kind vintage goods. From new Mitchell & Ness looks to classic Nike and Adidas looks, The Vintage Wave has everything a sports or fashion fan could need. Visit them online at thevintagewave.com.
You're listening to a Holyfield podcast.
All right, listeners, you're tuned in to another episode of the greatest podcast in your headphones right now, Prem Brulee. And today I'm joined by a new rotating co-host, our boss man extraordinaire, Thomas Louis.
Hey, I'm so happy to be here. I love this podcast. I'm a listener, so it's fun to be on it.
I'm glad to have you, man. I've been anxiously awaiting your toasty takes. And without further ado, let's get this going. Yeah, fam or nah's up first. I'll read you some headlines and you tell me if you dig it, yeah, fam, or you don't dig it, nah. Okay, we have a fellow Holyfield member who makes it well known that he's a Clemson person, so I just figured I'd have that lead off.
Is he a Holyfield member? Don't you have to do something to qualify?
I guess you do, right? Yeah. I've been asking him to get on this podcast, and I can't even get an answer out of him, so
yeah,
maybe not.
I think he has to contribute before we call him a member.
Yeah, maybe we'll put a asterisk around that, okay? Just like Kevin Durant having rings.
Oh,
okay.
My God.
All right. Clemson should continue with their two quarterback rotation. So we all know by now, 2 weeks into the college football season, they have been sticking with their starting quarterback from last year, Kelly Bryant, who did pretty well. Clemson got to the college football playoffs before they lost in the semifinal. But this year they were able to secure arguably the top recruit in the country, Trevor Lawrence. And Dabo Swinney has been rotating Lawrence in every few drives. Last week, Clemson narrowly survived against Texas A&M. They won 28-26. It is worth noting that Dabo stuck with Kelly Bryant down the stretch in a close game. Bryant finished 12 for 17 with 205 yards and a touchdown, and then added a rushing touchdown with his 54 yards on the ground. Trevor Lawrence actually threw a touchdown pass on his very first throw as he entered the game. Ended up finishing 5 of 9 for 93 yards on that touchdown. So, yeah, fam or not, at Clemson sticking with their existing situation.
Yeah, I actually think that what Dabo's doing here is he knows Trevor Lawrence is better than Kelly Bryant, but he doesn't want to lose a game early because it's college football. You can lose one game and that's it. That's your whole season. So he's putting Kelly Bryant in there because he's more tested, and he's getting Trevor Lawrence the reps he needs because at some point Kelly Bryant's going to suck because Kelly Bryant just isn't good. I mean, that Clemson offense is amazing. They've always had amazing wide receivers and skill position players, but he knows Kelly Bryant sucks. It's not like an illusion whether or not Kelly Bryant is good. So he's just trying to get Trevor Lawrence the reps he needs in. I guess keep doing it until Trevor Lawrence takes over. But Trevor Lawrence is 18 or 19, and he's significantly better than Kelly Bryant already.
Okay, I'm a nod to this.
Oh, my God.
So I understand why he does it, especially in the situation we're in with college football. It seems so often a player would transfer if they're not seeing the field right away. And part of it is, yes, Trevor Lawrence is, you buy the hype, but the other part is, I bet you he's scared Lawrence is going to leave as a transfer. Happens all the time. You're seeing Nebraska trotting out a backup walk-on quarterback at the end of their game last week against Colorado because their starting quarterback got hurt, and the rest of them that lost the QB battle transferred away. So I get it. So in a sense, I'm yeah fam, but I am so much an off for two quarterback system. It's worked once with Florida and Tebow and Chris Leak, even though that national championship never happened as far as I'm concerned. Go Bucks.
Oh, my God.
But I think you got to stick with one quarterback, and I do think Sweeney's going to start doing that. It's nice to get Lawrence in at the beginning of a game when nothing's on the line or in mop-up duty, but I'm not a fan of neither one knowing they're officially the starter, and I don't think Bryant's done anything to lose the job, especially because, their only losses they lost before that, but their only significant losses in the playoffs, so yeah. It's hard to argue against the work Bryant's put in. So I'm a non in that sense, and I just
where
think
you're coming from. I fucking hate it. I just couldn't disagree more. There's no way in hell you're like Kelly Bryant's just that's just their JT Barrett. You know you're not winning shit with JT Barrett.
Whoa.
Like, you know you're not winning with JT Barrett.
Miss me some JT.
Oh my God. Cardale was so much better than JT Barrett.
But what did them both wrong ultimately was splitting their reps. That's my point.
I don't know. Cardale and Zeke on that option in the college football playoff was fucking nasty.
It was dirty, but I'm talking about the following season where Urban Meyer wouldn't announce it and then he was rotating in JT. Just stick with one, even if it is Trevor Lawrence. I think I'm more so in favor of that. I can be convinced away from Kelly Bryant, but I don't like the wishy-washy, you don't know who your actual quarterback is. And God forbid someone's in a rhythm and then because of your own recipe book that you decided, oh, this is a Trevor Lawrence drive, but Kelly Bryant's been on a roll. Let's just still throw out Lawrence.
Got it. Okay.
Okay. Moving on to a sport we don't usually cover, but it was making headlines, so I thought it was worth discussing. Yafim or Nada, there being a double standard in tennis between the men's and women's game. So we all saw by now Serena Williams was cited for violations 3 times in her U.S. Open finals loss against Naomi Osaka. This was by chair umpire Carlos Ramos. The 3 violations were, get this, getting coaching signals, which we'll discuss that in a little bit.
Yeah.
Breaking her racket, which cost her a point, because that's the rule is the second violation's a point. And then Serena called Ramos a thief, which Ramos did not like, and that third violation equaled taking a game from her, which is huge in a best of 3. So the incident sparked heated reactions from former and current players. A lot of people were bringing up, examples like John McEnroe, who would tear into umpires like that and not have as big of penalties. And then bonus, in addition to whether there's a double standard or not, Yafim or not, there being a such thing as coaching violations. Because a lot of coaches maintain that they all coach, but no one ever gets a point taken like Serena had happened. So I want to get your take on that.
I have water coolered this everywhere in my life, so I'm almost sure I can cover every base here because I work at a fairly conservative network, I'll say. So this has been a huge topic of discussion. Serena was not treated unfairly. Is there a double standard in sports? Yes. There's a double standard in life. So, women just, if you want to say that they're held to the same standard men are, you're fooling yourself. You're part of the problem. Serena deserved all of her violations. We're also in 2018, and John McEnroe was slamming shit around in, like, the 90s. Like, those are huge, different time periods going on. Literally at my high school, women used to have to take home ec at my high school when I was in high school. We've come a long way from 2008. So it's like there's a huge difference between what John McEnroe was doing back then and what Serena Williams is doing now. And on top of that, Serena deserved it. She was berating Ramos. Like, I've never seen anything like that. She's notoriously bad. She cheated. She said she didn't cheat. She broke her racket. It's a racket violation, whatever. People throw their rackets, but that chick destroyed her racket. She kind of went off the handles. I get it. She was down already. She did this before. She gets in her own head because she's the best. She knows she's the best. But that's what made Michael Jordan, and what makes LeBron is they don't falter. Like, those people are like dead on. Like, is Sue Bird in the WNBA? Yeah. Like, she's the GOAT. Like, Lisa Leslie and all them. I've never heard any of them freak out like this because they're just so singularly focused. And Serena Williams just lost it. It had nothing to do with her being black. First off, I just want to come out and say that because she was playing against somebody who's half Haitian, half Japanese. Naomi Osaka, by the way, was amazing.
She played amazing.
Yeah, she played out of her mind. But I'm low-key a tennis guy, so I get heated about this. But Serena she was a brat. She threw like a hissy fit. She got called out for it, and then she cried that she's a mom. And then she's like, "Oh, I never cheat." And about that coaching violation, the fuck is the coach there for if not to coach? I'm a tennis guy, but I've never understood that in my entire life. Like, what is he doing there? What's his whole point? Is he just there to clap louder than everybody else? No, that coaching violation shouldn't be real. But that's not, I can't go back and do that. She cheated. She said she didn't cheat. And whether or not she herself was taking the advice, getting it is cheating. Like, that's the whole point. Like, Bill Belichick wasn't out there filming the Pats themselves, or wasn't out there filming themselves, but he got that information. Like, yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, it's crazy that she tried, and then she tried backing it out, saying that, oh, it's a double standard, women get this. Homie, Osaka was in the same game and played with the same ref and wasn't freaking out. Like, the ref didn't suck. And Ramos do you know how much Ramos got paid for that?
How much?
$400.
What? They don't pay him more than that?
$400. Now
Damn.
Imagine what he's going through right now.
Yeah, actually, I read something that fellow refs are kind of upset that they're not getting more.
Support.
Ramos isn't getting more support from the United States Tennis Association, so that's worth noting. Maybe they're scared of the backlash, the public backlash or whatnot, but publicly they haven't really said too much about it in favor of the refs. I know people are disagreeing. With that said, speaking of disagreement, I'm a fan of there being a double standard. I know you said you agree with that, just in life in general, men's and women's game. But I think the violations were bullshit. The racket, I get it, 100%. You can... First of all, I need to address that I fucking hate that this is somehow a sport that you can't express your emotions like that. Yeah. And I know it's over the top, breaking a racket and all that. It doesn't need to be that extra, but sometimes, I mean, fuck it, you know? Like, everybody shows emotions. In football, you have people celebrating running 20 yards up the field for making a tackle, even though they give a first down. And we want to penalize people for breaking a racket when it's a singular game and you can't show frustration. I'm a huge not fan of her having this severe of a penalty. And the coaching violation, you said it yourself, it's bullshit. Yeah. It shouldn't exist. And if you're going to take it away from her, this is where I have an issue. If you're going to take it away from her, from what I understand, I am not even a low-key a tennis guy, but from what I understand, this happens all the time. The coaches coach, obviously. If you're a coach, you can't just turn it off if you're at your player's game, right? So I think they need to get rid of that, first of all. And second of all, if you're not going to call it on any other tennis pro, then you shouldn't be calling it on Serena Williams. I think he escalated that way further than he needed to.
They call it on other pros.
Well, that's where the low-key part comes in. I don't watch it enough to know, but I just think, especially, you hear all the time referees showing their discretion when they know a player has 2 warnings. I mean, just be the bigger person at that point. Don't let the game be about you.
He made like $3 million that day. He made $400. He's getting berated by a millionaire because
don't suck at your job. Don't suck at your job, Carlos.
Oh my! He doesn't suck at his job. What's he say? He's in the worst. Carlos Ramos is in the worst position. Thank God his name's Carlos Ramos and not James White or some shit. Because, like, honestly...
Hey, James White is an African-American football player. That's a bad example.
Yeah, you're right. All right, we'll go Tom Brady. But
there we go.
What's a real
Fuck
Irish
that guy,
name?
by the way.
Tommy
Go
O'Brien.
Bucks.
So, seriously, though, that guy's getting paid $400. I mean, he's in such a weird position where he's the minority, the double minority Serena Williams basically controls his life.
But in summary... do a better job.
Oh,
okay.
All right. Whatever. I'm not. Carlos Ramos, he called it how he saw fit. We see bad refs make this mistakes all the time. We see it all the time. I've never once seen LeBron James, or if you want to duck it down, like Steph Curry got ejected on a phantom call in the finals. He did against the Cavs. That was a bad call. I mean, there's bad calls all the time. It's part of the game. But he got ejected on a bad call. He didn't come out and say it's because he was black.
That's true. I get that, but we're talking. I mean, it's a good point. It is a good point, but I just think the circumstances around this, like first of all, calling a coaching violation in a finals, I just think there's different times to enforce that rule, and that doesn't make it right or wrong. I think I'm more of a nod to it being a thing, the coaching violations, and taking that authority to get to the third strike, so to speak. A game is a big deal in tennis, so I understand the berating definitely deserved that, but the berating was also a result of some kind of ticky-tack violations before that. The berating came after the third one where she already got fucked, basically.
Yeah.
Okay, last one, are you FM or nah? a little bit lighter note, the Cleveland Browns. Okay, a tie ended their 17-game losing streak in the most Browns fashion ever. The end of their streak didn't even come in a victory.
Yeah.
Okay, they finished overtime tied 21-21 to the Steelers. They tied the game to send it to overtime with a late TD just under 2 minutes from Tyrod Taylor to Josh Gordon. And they actually had a chance to win it at the end of overtime and multiple times. They forced 6 turnovers, which is impressive.
Well, Roethlisberger's ass.
Yeah, he sucked.
He's so bad.
The Browns' last opening week win was 2004, and I guess that streak still continues because a tie is definitely not a win. But yeah, fam or nah, to tie ending the Browns streak, it's more of a yeah, fam or nah to, the projection going forward of the Browns.
I mean, it's going up. It's better than losing. The Browns are doing. Hugh Jackson sucks, but they're right to stick to a plan. Their biggest problem was they kept getting on and off plans and ended with a smorgasbord of shit. But at least Hugh Jackson has a vision, whether or not it's a good one or bad. If he sucks again, he'll get fired. But at least you can see what he was trying to build there. So someone else good can come in and take it over. Kind of like Jeff Fisher did. You saw what he was trying to build in St. Louis / Los Angeles. And then McVay was like, okay, yeah, I know what this is. I can make it good. So, I mean, yeah, they're trending up. Good. Thank God. Cleveland needs something now that LeBron's gone.
I didn't hear anything past LeBron. So.
Oh, you didn't hear. Oh, you haven't heard.
I don't want to talk about it. Okay.
Oh, you know what? I knew that Cleveland didn't get internet, but this is new to me. This is next level.
I wouldn't know. I'm in Columbus, so Cleveland cannot have internet all they want, as long as I have some. Okay, I'm a yeah fam to this. It's kind of comical that the Browns streak ended in a tie. I love that part of it. But I don't know if I'm just buying the hype from HBO Hard Knocks, but they finally did spend money. Their draft picks, at least the one that was beyond Baker Mayfield sitting, Denzel Ward had 2 picks in his debut, which is a great start for, by the way, a former Buckeye. And I just love that they're starting to be competitive because even the casual football fan is like, man, I just feel bad for the Browns. So I love that they were in this game. It's a division rival. A tie is better than getting swept every year by the Steelers. 1-31 the last couple years. So this is a positive start. I know they're not going to think that, and the Steelers probably feel like it's a loss too. But I'm a yeah fam to this. I want to see them do a little better, and I think this is a good start. They had a lot to hang their hat on from that game. It just didn't fully pan out. A lot of stupid mistakes at the end, like a missed field goal at the end of overtime to win it.
Does Baker Mayfield ever lose in Ohio?
Well, he can't lose if he doesn't play. I'm happy with him sitting on the bench. I'm still bitter over that freaking flag planting. And that damn commercial, that damn Heisman commercial where he does it in the sandwich. Yeah, no, it's bullshit. Whatever, Baker.
All right, next.
Okay. Likey, no likey, hate it. We're going to talk about what we liked, didn't like, and hated from the past week in sports. So we typically go from positive to negative because sports is the only place I'm a pessimist at. So in true fashion like that, start with your likey, man.
The Vikings defense was amazing. I mean, Zimmer's an absolute stud, and he's a genius defensive mind. I think they have the best defense, and they shut Garoppolo and Kyle Shanahan, who's an offense genius, down. Didn't even look difficult for them, to be honest. We ran everything.
They gave Garoppolo's first loss.
Yeah, as a starter. I mean, we just ran a bunch of cover 3 and cover 2 at them, and then we went to big safety because Trey Waynes got hurt, and they had no answer. I don't know. The Vikings defense looks eerily similar to that Ravens defense in 2000 with Ray Lewis.
There's not a position they're bad at. It's kind of nuts that they accumulated that kind of talent.
I mean, that's what happens.
And they got the Kendricks brother that didn't do insider trading.
Yeah, that's true.
Good family, but
bad did you know
tips.
Chad Ochocinco's do you remember Samari Roll?
Yeah?
Did you know they're first cousins? And
that's random,
him
man.
and Chad Ochocinco?
My favorite cousin duo is Vince Carter and Tracy McGrady.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one. Michael Vick is like in that family with Chad Ochocinco, too, somehow.
It's a lot of talent run through that gene pool.
That's their cousin or something. Like, that's their not blood cousin. but
Man.
that's their cousin, Michael Vick. But yeah,
I need some of those genetics. Maybe I could have been an athlete instead of a mathlete.
But yeah, Vikings lockdown defense. We did whatever we wanted. We did it well. Their only touchdown took a lot of skill from them, and I mean, no defense is infallible, so it was pretty cool.
I dig it.
Yeah, what about you? What's your likey?
All right, my likey is the Ohio State wide receivers already having 700 yards of receiving after just 2 games. This is under new quarterback Dwayne Haskins and partly Tate Martell in cleanup duty. I love seeing them spread the ball around. I love me some JT Barrett, but I think Urban Meyer over the years used him too much as a security blanket, and having a new quarterback kind of forced them to spread the ball around, and that's resulted in pretty free-flowing offense. They have their ultimate test coming up this week. They're heading down to Jerry World to play TCU, so I'm excited to see if that continues or if it was just because they were playing schmoes.
I mean, they played schmoes, but they look good too.
Yeah, and I think Dwayne Haskins is starting to get some love from.
Yeah.
I even heard watching the highlights they were loving. I mean, he zips the ball. Reminds me a lot of Cardale because he's not looking to run too much, but makes those throws look so effortless. Whereas JT Barrett was winding back, cocking back for 10-yard slants, it seemed like. So
no, I'm with you.
This is pretty nice. All right, negativity. Let's get it, man. Finish up your no likies and your hate it's. Go right into your hate it.
No likey. The Dodgers went all in and are not leading the division still. We're still 1 behind the Rockies. I'm a nervous wreck. I've talked so much shit, I might have to move if we don't make it. I really thought Machado was going to elevate us to like best in baseball status, and we're like a middling team right now. I am so nervous. I don't like it at all. I can't even watch baseball right now. I don't even get updates. I turned updates off on my phone. I just need the playoffs to start, and I need the Dodgers to be in it. I can't handle this.
Yeah, just be like me. I start following right around September and October.
Well, I'm a diehard baseball fan, so it's tough. But I talked a lot of shit. Like, I don't talk a lot of shit seriously. I'll do a lot of shit talking in jest, but I did a lot of serious shit talking with the Dodgers. Like, I mean, I've told people, like, in the Vikings, I'm like, oh, we're going 16-0. Like, Vikings by 100 million. But it's all like a joke. I literally told people, I'm like, I'd be shocked if the Dodgers lost 5 games here on out.
Oh, they got Machado, moved that down to 3 games.
Yeah, that's literally what I was at. It's like Kershaw's going to come back into form. We're no way we are losing. And then now we're losing left and right, and people are texting me. I'm dodging. I deactivated my Facebook because my messenger group was just too mean to me. I couldn't. They're putting custom emojis out there. I just couldn't handle it. But the hate it is Florida State is a disaster. Willie Taggart was obviously always going to be a disaster. I hate when blue blood teams suck. I hate when Texas sucks. I hate when Florida State sucks. I hate when all these good teams suck. I don't even like it when Penn State sucks, and they've always sucked. But I'm just not a fan of when the blue blood teams suck. Like when USC went through their slump, I didn't like it. I don't know what it is. Something about me doesn't want to root for the Boise States of the world. I just don't want to see them on my television. It just bothers me. I have no interest in it. Every year.
You're not interested in the national champion UCF Golden Knights?
No, I don't give a shit. They're just playing pretend. Like I mean, give UCF credit. They played well, but who cares? I mean, they weren't beating Alabama. Round everyone up. Let's get everyone back together and let's play a game and watch Alabama trounce them by 1,000. I bet UCF declines it. There's no way they ever wanted to play that game. They just wanted to complain. But Florida State sucks. Texas sucks. USC's all right. They play again this week. But, yeah, I mean, I hate when the blue bloods suck. I don't like it when Michigan's bad. I didn't like it when Ohio State was bad. I just don't like it when these teams that are like, they have all the... What is Texas doing? How do they suck? I feel like I could pick 14 random high schoolers up in Texas and run an option offense to a championship in the Big 12.
Yeah, it's really weird because Tom Herman turned around Houston so quickly, and he's struggling with in a place where there's even more resources. They
have so many resources. I don't know what it is. They have to cheat. I'm going to come out and say it. They need to they need to pay people. And that's it. Like,
do what you got to do.
Yeah, pay people and then get called out for it, whatever it is. But at least you'll be cool again. I think that's what the U did, to be honest with you. Like, I don't. Yeah, I mean, who cares? I mean, you lose 2 years of eligibility or whatever, but at least it's cool to go there again.
I love it. Actually, the new new coaches across the board. We went over in a previous episode the moves we liked and didn't like, and a lot of them are off to pretty rough starts. Scott Frost lost his debut. He had his week 1 got canceled because of lightning, and then they lost to Colorado with that quarterback fiasco they've had to deal with.
Scott Frost
Jimbo Fisher is doing okay at A&M. They almost upset Clemson last week.
But they have nothing there.
Yeah. I think that episode we covered it, Akshat and I both didn't like the Willie Taggart hire. But mine was more so, I didn't like the whole look of him bouncing around and leaving Oregon after just one year. Yeah.
He's an opportunist. I hate those people.
I guess so. And you don't want that. You want to know that you have a coach that's here to stay. So maybe he will since he got to go back to Florida.
We'll see.
All right, anyway. I figured I'd wrap my no likey and hate it all into one because I got a little mini rant about my Dallas Cowboys here.
Let's do it.
Okay, first of all, no likey to giving Ezekiel Elliott just 15 carries. I mean, if your identity's running and you're not giving your workhorse more than 15 carries, there's a fucking issue there. They only ended up losing 16-8. I don't know how, God forbid. Thank goodness for that defense that's improving. They're really young. They're going to make mistakes, but they really held their own and kept the Cowboys in that game. But let me take a deep breath and gather my thoughts here, okay?
Get it.
I fucking hate it, okay? The Dallas Cowboys had the audacity to let Dez Bryant go, not even offer him a restructured contract, and then went on to sign people like Deontay Thompson and Allen Hurns to trot out there at receiver. I'm guessing it has to do with Scott Linehan, Mr. Scott Linehan, who telegraphs every goddamn play. I wonder if a 5-wide set is a pass or a run. I wonder if a jumbo set's a run or a pass. It's got to be so tough for a defense to figure out when I can watch from my fucking TV screen and figure it out. He's telegraphing plays. He gets rid of a supreme talent like Dez Bryant. You'd think maybe he saw something in other receivers. No. Dak Prescott's running for his life with the wide receivers just standing still. God forbid they practice a scramble drill and run to the ball to try to complete a pass. No, Dak's just running for his life to throw the ball away or force something. No separation from the receivers. We have the same goddamn problems as last year. Had a whole offseason to think about it, and it feels like the team got worse. Yeah. It's unbelievable, the stupidity of that front office. And it seems like Jerry Jones wanted to keep Dez Bryant. Everything seems to hint that way. But how is this the one time he doesn't overrule someone? The one time he's not a control freak when you could use a go-to guy, especially after Jason Witten retires. You don't have that guy that you can just throw the ball to when in doubt. And they could have really fucking used that against a weak Panthers secondary. They made them look like they were facing Xavier Rhodes and Jalen Ramsey in the secondary. I can't even name the Panthers corners. And
I don't
it was
think
ridiculous.
I can either. Corn Elder is one of them.
Wow, that's one I didn't know. Unbelievable. I'm so frustrated. I know it's not wise to overreact after 1 week, but when you see the same shit you just watched for 16 games last year, and it arguably get worse because you don't have a go-to guy in Jason Witten or Dez Bryant anymore, what was the plan? What was the fucking plan all offseason?
There is no plan in Dallas, dude. There's literally no plan anymore.
Oh, and don't get me started about Lyle Collins getting beat on every single goddamn speed rush at right tackle, and Connor Williams looking like a tackling sled getting stand straight up on bull rushes. How about maybe we should try to switch the two, considering Lyle Collins had a great season at guard his rookie year, and Connor Williams maybe played tackle in college? Would that make too much sense for the offensive staff? Probably so.
I mean, Dak fucked the whole process there. If you guys were bad when Romo was out, Romo probably plays one more year. You get a good pick and Romo plays one more year. Instead, Dak played decently, you were good, and then you moved on from Romo, and look at that. Dak was just a product of what was around him, and now they put trash around him.
Oh, hot garbage, man. It is dumpster fire city. Those receivers got no separation. It was nuts.
Yeah.
Like, a defense can't physically defend as long as Dak was trying to stay alive and no one was open. It amazes me. It constantly amazes me. And this is, again, after a good defense. They forced a fumble. They're starting to get turnovers. They fly to the ball under Rod Marinelli. But they were on the field the entire game. It was ridiculous.
I'm with you, dude. I'm totally with you.
On that note, let's move on to Lottie freaking Da so I can maybe get my blood pressure back down. Okay, this is where we highlight the best of the worst. So this is very NFL heavy. I'll start with Drew Brees. I know you're a huge Drew Brees fan.
No, I'm not. Don't even put that on. Don't put that on me, Ricky Bobby.
Brees went 37 of 45 for 439 yards and 3 touchdowns. But his New Orleans Saints lost to the Tampa Bay Bucks led by Ryan Fitzpatrick, who just went off. The Bucks won 48-40. I think it was the highest scoring Week 1 game in history or something like that. Apparently the defenses stayed at home. So Lottie frickin' Da to Drew Brees. First ballot Hall of Famer probably, but no one is exempt from this list.
No, yeah, I mean his whole career is empty stats.
Hot take.
Yeah, I mean I will come out and say it. He's more of a product of Sean Payton than Sean Payton's a product of Brees.
Oh, spicy. We'll have to have your take on Brady Belichick.
Oh, dude, I could talk all day about quarterbacking coaches and who's actually responsible for what.
That's mental note for next episode. Little teaser for you listeners.
I'll
#1 podcast. All right, you want to cover one Mr. Jared Cook?
Yeah, so Jared Cook had 9 catches, 180 yards, which is actually the most receiving yards by a Raiders tight end of all time. That's nuts. Yeah, that was the best tight end performance by a Raiders wide receiver all time. And the Raiders lost to Rams anyway, 33-13. I mean, I see here you put, like, why isn't Derek Carr throwing to Amari Cooper and Jordy Nelson? The Rams linebackers are ass. I'm pretty sure you and I could go line up out there and get a couple tackles for them. Like, they have nobody out there playing linebacker. So Jared Cook was literally just picking up yards. I mean, they would lose a yard or two on 1st and 2nd down. And then on, like, 3rd and 9, the Rams would just kind of sit in front of the 1st down line. Jared Cook would catch it for 8 yards and then somehow get 6 more yards, and it was a 1st down. It was like Drew Brees was throwing to him. The stats were so empty. It meant literally nothing. The Raiders posted about it on Instagram. They're such a sad fucking organization right now. They're pretending like they're competing, and they aren't. It's okay to not be competing. It really is. They're not competing right now, but they are definitely pretending to.
Yeah, that leads right into the next one. Before I get there, the Amari Cooper, Jordy Nelson thing, I think if you spent that high of a pick on Amari Cooper, you got a game plan. Find a way to get your playmakers the ball. Jared Cook had a hell of a game, but clearly that's not the recipe to win if you're the Raiders. But anyway, Lottie freaking Da also, in addition to that, the Raiders for trading away Khalil Mack. What did Khalil Mack do in his debut for the Chicago Bears? Only something that hasn't been done before. He had a touchdown from a interception. He forced a fumble and recovered that said forced fumble and had a sack, all in his debut, in addition to a few tackles. Lottie frickin' Da, Raiders. What's the plan here? You trade away your best player in exchange for a head coach on a 10-year deal and a quarterback that might have peaked already.
My thing with Mack is that stat line actually did happen once before, and do you know who had it?
Who had it?
Khalil Mack for the Raiders.
That's nuts.
He's the only player to have a touchdown, interception, forced fumble, and fumble recovery, and a sack. He did it twice. But doesn't this kind of prove the Raiders right? Like, Mack played a perfect game and they still lost because you can't pay one defensive player that much.
It's true, and I just saw. I know you have a theory about not paying quarterbacks.
Yeah,
that's a big Thomas Percy Louis.
Oh yeah,
that's it. That's in the, the 10 commandments of your sports.
Oh yeah, that's number 1 actually.
And it's being shown everywhere. If you devote it, it's being shown in after the Monday night games because the Lions looked like poopy, and so did the Raiders, and they both happen to be paying one player 15% of their salary cap. Both happen to be quarterbacks, and the other teams ever won a Super Bowl doing that. So
yeah, and the other team both had quarterbacks on their rookie deals.
It's nuts. So I mean, I'm starting to buy it. I'm starting to follow the Church of Percy here.
I'm telling you, it's one of those things I'm avid about.
We're gonna go on to who you got and what you feeling. This is our chance to make some picks. Tell the listeners what we're feeling this past week. First, a recap of last week's picks. It was a solo episode. I picked the USC-Stanford game. It was number 12 versus number 9. I picked Stanford. When in doubt, was going with the home team. It's tough to predict at the beginning of the season. I ended up being right because Stanford won 17-3. The NFL game I picked last week was the Chiefs and Chargers, an AFC West showdown. Chargers were actually favored in this one, and I went with the Chargers. Was very wrong. Patrick Mahomes lit it up.
He's the truth.
Yeah, he led the Chiefs to 38-28 victory. I know Tyreek Hill had a crazy game. If you had him in fantasy, you probably won your matchup.
Tom didn't, but
yikes, that's what happens.
But just as a side note, one of those teams that you just mentioned is paying their quarterback a lot of money, and the other one's got one on a rookie deal.
Just that.
I'm just throwing it in there.
Okay, this week I have an NFL game for us to pick and a college game just like last week. And then I have a little bit of a different one. So we'll start with the college football game.
All right.
I wanted to get our picks for LSU at Auburn, a big SEC matchup in week 3. LSU is traveling to Auburn. Auburn's favored by 9.5 points. So wanted to get your pick for that one. Who you got?
Auburn, and they're going to cover.
Yeah, my head tells me Auburn, but I'm going to go with my heart and Joe Burrow, former Buckeye quarterback. He's going to lead the LSU Tigers to victory.
Oh, no.
So I'm going with Joey B, you know?
I get why you do it, but I think Auburn's going to cover that easy.
Okay. NFL matchup. I thought this was a really good one in week 2 already. The Patriots are visiting Jacksonville.
Yeah.
And they're both 1-0, both won their debut. No surprise. This is a rematch of the AFC Championship last year, so who you got for this one? New England's favored by just 2 points.
You ready for this?
As a visiting team.
I'm going to pick the Pats, and they're going to win by more than 17.
Whoa.
Yeah, I'm going to pick the Pats, and they're going to win by more than 17. As a bonus hot take in here, the Browns are going to beat the Saints by double digits.
Wow.
You're not even offering it. The Browns are going to lock down the Saints.
I dig it. That's toasty. We didn't even have toasty take today, but
if I'm wrong, I will exclusively I will back Ohio State. I will back every positive thing you have to say for the rest of this college football season.
All right.
I'm serious. I won't use the letter M in Slack for a week.
I love it. Get that X emoji ready, baby.
Yeah, you've got it.
I'm going to go with the Patriots also. I'm not as bold to say more than 17. But I think Tom Brady comes to play. We'll see where Jalen Ramsey gets matched up. But they still have a problem in Rob Gronkowski. So That's where I like him. My little bit of a different one is, I know the first week of the NFL season is overreaction city. Yeah. Everybody thinks if you're 0-1, you're going to go 0-16, or 1-0, you're going to go 16-0.
Well, the Vikings are going 16-0, but that's
Vikings
fine.
Are okay, and the Cowboys are going 0-16. So.
Probably.
Okay, so the rookie hype, you're buying more. Number 2 pick overall, Saquon Barkley, or number 3 pick overall, Sam Darnold. So Barkley's Giants lost in their opener to the Jaguars 20-15. But he did have 18 carries for 106 yards and a touchdown. His touchdown was a beaut, too. Carved through the defense, ran up the sideline, outrunning everyone. And then Darnold on Monday Night Football, after throwing a pick 6 in his very first pro pass, settled down. He got the win for his Jets against the Lions at an away game. Went 16-21 for nearly 200 yards and added 2 scores after that pick 6. Which rookie's hype are you buying more?
Darnold. And
Darnold.
Yeah, on top of me taking Darnold, I like Saquon Barkley, but I just think Darnold's the truth. And I think that the Giants, this is the one thing the Jets are going to hold over the Giants, is that the Giants passed on Darnold for Barkley.
Okay, just to be different, I'm going to go with Barkley. Just because I think the Cowboys are already playing the Giants, and I'm already a little bit more scared than I was in years past. literally all you had to do against the Giants was play the pass and just send 4 men, and you could just burn that offensive line.
Yeah. Eric Flowers held everything.
Yeah, and I know Eric Flowers is still on the team, so I want for this week, I want DeMarcus Lawrence lining opposite of Eric Flowers all game long. Please, for crying out loud, just bulldoze him every time.
Just
because the other side is doing pretty well with Nate Solder now. He's a pretty good lineman they picked up in the offseason, so I am already a little bit more scared of the run game, and the makeup of the team kind of reminds me a little bit of the Cowboys a couple years ago when they got Zeke. Makes me a little fearful, but more than anything, it's to be different a little. I think I'm most buying the hype for as far as young players go. I know he's not a rookie, but Patrick Mahomes looks. Talk about overreaction, man. I'm all in on Pat Mahomes.
He's the
I
truth.
drafted him in a lot of fantasy leagues. I might have to start just making him permanent starter.
He's the truth. I said it when he came out. He's real. He's not fake. He's Favre 2.0.
And you know that because Andy Reid doesn't mess around with all that, and he traded away a pretty solid starter and a routine playoff team.
No one knows Andy Reid better than Favre.
That's true.
Those guys, their minds click. Like Favre, when watch Favre talk about Andy Reid's mind, and he says like he knows what a quarterback is. Like he could pick a quarterback out of a high school. Like go to an elementary school, Andy Reid can tell you who's a good quarterback. He knows that Mahomes is the truth. Plus, his nickname is Potomac Bomb. That's sick. That's like the coolest nickname.
I heard he was on Golic and Wingo, and he said they asked him how far he can heave it if there's a Hail Mary.
Yeah.
He said, I'm just telling my coach, just get me a touchback, and I can get it there.
Yeah,
that is cojones right there. That's a guy I want on my team.
Yeah, no, he can easily throw it 80, 90 yards. Easy.
That's nuts. That is nuts to me.
And Allen can throw it further. That's what's crazy.
Can he?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think they should trot him out there. The Bills might be one of the worst teams in the recent history.
Yeah, they're going to be bad. They're going to be 2-14. I'm calling it.
If you're a Bills fan, you probably don't want Josh Allen to be literally broken.
Yeah, don't even let him touch the field. They traded.
It would be like Bane against Batman.
Yeah, no, I'm with you.
Oh, okay, what you feeling, man? What are you feeling lately?
My relationship is going really well. I'm pretty happy about it. Getting into like the cute phase of it. Like I have a bottle of her old perfume that I smell when I miss her. It's good, but it's going good. That's just what I'm
so
feeling.
Disgusting.
I know, it's just what's on my mind. So that's what I was when he said like, "What are you feeling?" I'm like, you know what I'm feeling in my relationship. I've got
good for you, man. You deserve it.
Perfume right here. She gets it from a place called like La Labo or some shit. It's so expensive. It's like
hit us up for a sponsor, La Labo.
Yeah. If you guys want, it's got her name on the bottle too. It's like really nice. Highly suggest for the wife. It's a good gift. But Julie bought
remember when iPods used to get them engraved?
Yeah.
When you only had to order them online. Me and my brother got one of those. It's
really?
A throwback.
That's pretty sick. I remember I had the red one for like Africa or some shit, but I didn't care. I just wanted the red one.
Big Buckeye fan coming soon.
Yeah. Did they even get any of that money?
I sure hope so.
Yeah, Africa's still a mess. What did Apple even do?
I hope they sent some of that money with like the Patriots undefeated Super Bowl shirts.
I really hope they did.
Okay, I'm feeling my friend's wedding in San Diego this past weekend. I had such good times, and me liking an open bar, man. I can do some damage.
Yeah.
Because I consider it a waste of money if I don't take advantage of an open bar. Someone's paying for me to use it, and I try to at least get 2 guests' money's worth from me, one single person.
Yeah. I'm
really feeling that. Love me some weddings. I would prefer them not be during football season, but beggars can't be choosers. And I still love the people that invite me to these weddings, but I'm starting to question whether they love me when they do football season weddings.
Yeah, why aren't they thinking about you on this day?
I don't understand why.
I've decided I'm having my wedding in Hawaii, and I'm gonna make it really difficult for anyone to come. So that way, only the people that really, really want to be there come. Like I'm gonna give very vague clues as to where it is, and be like, "If you want to come, you'll figure it out."
People are going to different islands on Hawaii.
Good. I don't give a shit. But if they call me and they're in Hawaii, I'll be like, "All right, here's the location." I don't want gifts either. I'm not a gift guy. I don't like getting gifts.
Well, you're gonna get them if you get married.
Well, see, that's
Pretty
my
nice.
that's my whole thing. That's why I'm like, if I do a destination wedding, I can be like, don't get us a gift, just pay for your own travel.
I dig that logic.
Right? I mean, that gets me out of getting, like, I hate getting gifts. My girlfriend bought me tile. Do you know what, like, tiles are? Like, if you lose something. So if you lose something, I recently lost my backpack, and it had, like, lots of notes and drawings in there, and it was, like, a sad thing to lose, honestly. I had 2 books in there, actually. But you put this little tile thing. It's, like, this tiny little, it's no bigger than like an iPod Square, like, you know, that block. Yeah. Okay, so but it's flat, and you put it in something like your wallet, and you can go online or on your phone and see the geolocation of where it is. So if you ever lose your wallet, you can be like, I know exactly where it is.
That's incredible.
Yeah, so she got me those, and I love them so much. But I think still, when I'm so bad at getting gifts, when she gave them to me, I was like, what's this for? Like, I couldn't imagine. I'm not writing thank you wedding notes if someone gets me a gift. I'll be like, thanks for the toaster. Could have bought it myself. Don't come to my next wedding. Like,
I'm going to get you a toaster on purpose.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. Make sure it embroiders little O's for Ohio State into my waffles.
I just write, go Bucks.
Yeah, there you go.
Congrats.
I'll just eat it. I'll plant a little flag in it like Baker every morning.
Oh, that's, right. Man, too soon. Too soon. All right. So that leads into Too Much Sense. It's how I wrap up every episode. I love giving advice. It's usually more than 2 cents worth. So this will be my chance to educate the people, even if you didn't know you wanted it. So the theme of relationships, since you're in a happy one, you can probably relate. Make sure your relationships, both love and friendship, whatever it is, family, that they're at least close to 50-50. Don't just be a taker from a relationship. Don't just be a giver who gets taken advantage of. Your life will be stronger if your relationships are balanced and you expect the same level of dedication you're giving another person. So that's my Too Much Sense.
Cool. I like it.
And that's going to wrap up another edition of Creme Brulee, #1 podcast in your headphones. Please tune in again when we're back with maybe one of the co-hosts we've already had, maybe a different one entirely.
Get Tom to do it. Let's shame Tom into do it publicly. Tom, if you're not doing this, you have bad luck forever.
I don't think he cares. Does he even listen to this?
I don't. Tom's girlfriend is taller than he is, and I know that she's worried about the height of their kids. I know it.
Dang, man, and she can't even wear high heels or anything if she wanted to.
No, if Tom wore high heels, they'd maybe be the same height.
Dang, that's brutal. I wish he contributed to Holyfield, and maybe he'd actually
he'd grow a little bit. Grow as a human, you know.
Amen. Well, thanks for joining me today, Thomas Percy Louis, the boss man of Holyfield. Appreciate you gracing Creme Brulee with your presence, and I know you'll be a figure that's on this pretty often. So,
dude, I'll come on it next week. You give me any time. This week was easy. You and I suck at scheduling, but we were like, "Yo, we're doing it."
We schedule in advance.
That's it.
That's it. I'll just do the same kind of recipe whenever you're on.
I'm in. All right, sounds good.
All right, we'll tune in next time for another episode of Creme Brulee. We'll see you next time.